You don't even know if it's going to be good. As Tina mentioned, I've been coming to Creative Mornings for about 5 years, since I was like a little baby. A New York baby. And I actually did a 30-second pitch at MoMA to announce that I had a book called One Page at a Time that was coming out. And as a result of that pitch at MoMA, the MoMA Design Store picked up my book. It was their top-selling book of 2016. It opened a ton of doors for me. That came from a 30-second pitch at CreativeMornings. But that's why. And then other museums were like, oh, MoMA. You just don't know when you put something out there. So anyway, hello. I wrote Creative Mornings NYC in case you forgot where you were. And thank you so much for coming to my talk. The global theme is end, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time on that, and I'm going to just do something that I wanted to do that is not that. My career has been full of endings, unintended endings that I didn't want, like getting fired. But one in particular, one ending was actually a huge beginning for me. I'm 22 years old, scrolling Tumblr, as one does, as one still does, I guess, at age 30, and didn't know what it was, but I saw an advertisement that someone had reblogged, and it was, come apply for Wieden & Kennedy 12, an in-house program at Wieden & Kennedy in Portland, basically an ad school. And I didn't totally know what it was, but there was a little bit of a brief. I completed the brief, I sent in my application to create a project, and I was selected. I was one of 30 people selected. They flew me to Portland, they put me up in a hotel. I felt so fucking cool. I was like, this is it. And over the course of 2 days, drank so many like in-office keg beers and interviewed with people across the whole agency. I learned what an art director was. That was a title I had heard. I didn't really understand it, coming from a more traditional design background. And after all of that was said and done, I was rejected. After all that was said and done, I did not get into the program, and I was like, well, I guess my life is over because of one rejection. And obviously that's not true. But one thing that I gained while there was an introduction to sort of failure culture and that hustle culture, all that shit that we like love to talk about. And maybe you work in an office that has one of those like posters that's like, love the hustle, like coffee. Coffee, like, yes, we drink that. Wieden & Kennedy had this huge mural that said, fail harder. And I was just like, what? Why? Why should we do that? Why should we fail? And I love that experience thinking like, okay, well, like mission accomplished, I guess, because I failed. Yeah, that was my introduction to all the thought leaders. So sorry for the light person. I know I move around. I'm just very energetic when I'm this tired. For those of you who don't know me, I'm going to catch you up because I know that this is a very popular event, and Tina mentioned it sold out in minutes. That's because Creative Mornings is awesome. But who I am, largely irrelevant. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Kurtz, and I was a child once. And I put this slide here to sort of build a sense of camaraderie because you're like, oh, I was also a child. Then I was a teenager. That to me at a Michelle Branch meet and greet. I'm Canadian, so like all this stuff that's happening here in America. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we have a president right now who some people don't like. I'm Canadian. I think that women are people, weirdly controversial opinion. I was on SNL once by mistake. And I love bread. I love bread so much. I actually brought my scone with me. It's so good. Thank you, MailChimp, Adobe, and WordPress, and Harvest. I applied for a job at Harvest 6 years ago, and I was not hired. I applied for jobs at every company that's fine. And I'm the author of several illustrative books If failure is so amazing, should we do that? I don't know, like maybe like failure is amazing, and we love failing so much, why don't we just be bad? Let's just do it. And so my work is mostly concept-driven. It's these like shitty one-offs with quick execution, and what I'm actually saying is the focus. My mic keeps coming off my belt. It's all over it. What I'm actually saying is the focus. And I'm in a daily journal rooted around a heavy topic, and my not that good illustrative work is now the foundation of an entire career and a life. A life, and I should say life first. A life and a career. I'm first a human, and then I am whatever I am. I'm not very good, right? I'm kind of the poster child for not being the best. This is what my work looks like. This is how I write letters. That's a pencil. You're welcome. But I'm real, right? Like, this is actually who I am. And if all this behavior was an affectation, like a character I cooked up to like succeed in the creative industry, I would have aimed a little higher. If I had to workshop this identity, I don't think I would have settled on like a nerdy gay Jew. I don't know that was like. So let's be bad together, okay? Let's put an end to our fear of being ourselves, end the fear of rejection, end the fear of not being good enough. And here's what I mean. I said end 3 times, so check. Global theme. Part 1. My work kind of looks bad. And being honest is, I think, the most important thing of all in our work. And I know some of you in this room come to Creative Mornings because it's expertly curated, and now you're just like, why the fuck is this dude here? Literally, why did I wake up for this? I know that my art is about honesty, humor, and a little bit of darkness, right? And I know that, I understand that, and I hope people get it. My visual voice, I think, is immediately emotive, and maybe disarming enough to allow me to tackle difficult topics or hard to communicate sentiments. And so I'm making a lot of things that are very mental health adjacent and very cheesy, and it is cheesy to talk about feelings, and it is corny to be in love, but here we are. But listen, it's not for everyone. Some people really don't like it. Here's the truth about life is that some people just won't like you. They just don't. It's fine. Okay, so honesty. I'm not subtle, I'm just not. Simple and direct, I think, often works the best. This is one of my first projects. And dumping someone felt terrible, and it was definitely the right thing, but I can really relate to how that feels because I have been dumped many times. You're all like, yeah, no, we see that for you. And this was really one of my first creative projects to ever blow up, unintended, and actually, Tina was one of the first people to share the balloons on her blog. And this is an updated version being released by Chronicle Books next week, but Tina was one of the first people to give me any sort of media attention, and then other things followed, and these balloons became the foundation of my creative career of making things that nobody asked me for. This is a very cute and lovely little mug, but also this is not subtle. Do not graphic design this mug 2 months into a relationship. I love you like I love my coffee first in the morning or last at night, dark or sweet, or both right now and later and always and constantly. If your partner makes this mug after 2 months, that is a red flag. Get out. It's been reissued in multiple colors. It's been sold at Urban Outfitters. I'm very proud to say if you do not get out, we are married. I'm showing you a little ring. Thank you. It's very possible for people to find love and get married. That's allowed. You're allowed to be loved, and you will be. And no, I wish someone had said that to me like 10 years ago. It's funny because it's so true. I don't know how to be cool, I gotta be honest, like we're told to hide feelings and I cannot do that. I'm incapable of doing that. Sometimes it really backfires, maybe now, I don't know. This is my first ever zine. It's called Talking About Feelings, sort of a shitty self-published edition of 25. And then last year I wrote Feelings on Rocks, published in the New Yorker. So not a lot of brand evolution in that decade. I'm still just kind of talking about the feelings. But listen, I gotta be honest, right? I'm not an expert. And actually, I think that's often for the best because we don't all respond to preachers, right? We don't always respond to that information being given to us top down. Here it is, I know the answer, words. And I'm processing my existence in the way that I know how to, which seems to be novelty gift products for some reason. And the tool or weapon and completely free, which is literally terrible. That is so scary when you figure out your own potential and that also you're mortal. Where's that stone? Despite writing a literal advice book, I'm just trying to be on your level. I think we are in this together. I am not better than you. Let me step into the light. I'm not better than you. I'm probably worse than most of you, but that's not the point. Part 2, perfect isn't better because people love bad shit. People love bad things. Technically good, award-winningly good, isn't always the most effective. What is this? It's so familiar. What could it be? This is a joke t-shirt I had the idea for late at night. And yes, it's a comment on the nature of appropriation in design and art and Peter Saville's original design for Joy Division, and then also the way that happens on the internet with image sharing websites. But also, it's a dumb fucking joke. And so I was about to fall asleep quickly. I mocked it up. I threw it up on Tumblr. I wrote, now accepting pre-orders. I was not. That was a link to the Google search result for the word no. Because it's funnier if it's a link, and I would click on it, it's like, no, what are you talking about? I go to bed, I wake up the next morning, and I have all these emails that are like, hey bro, sick shirt, man, that shit is so dope, where can I cop this? And I was like, how did all these straight guys get my email? Sorry to any straight men in the audience, you just all sound like that to me. The parents and peanuts, boo, 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 it's okay. Peter Saville, the designer, called it profoundly clever in an interview with The Guardian, and I've never seen this photo, but I just ran into watching the post last night. This, I'm not supposed to step into the dark, I was told, but this shirt is bad. That's not good design. And for some reason, it doesn't seem to matter. And then, recently I made it worse. Available at shop.adamjk.com. Use code CreativeMornings for 15% off this weekend. Listen, good doesn't equal better because bad design works. Bad design, quote unquote, is how we communicate now. What is a meme? Memes are designed at its most fundamental, and people immediately connect. Memes are text and image that quickly communicate a wide range of thought. Yeah, that one was hard for me too. In a way that I think has totally changed language forever. Get on the meme train, because we're already going. This is design, and it is so democratic, and people are launching media brands by using the tools in their Instagram stories and then taking screenshots. You know what I mean? It's a weird time. Good doesn't equal better because people, especially on the internet, don't always trust work that's too perfect. We need to feel a real human element in there somewhere. So it's often better to be quick and honest and accessible, self-referential, direct, and funny than to be good. This is actually a tote bag making fun of tote bags, and this client worked for Microsoft. Do I have a laser? I do. This was the sketch. They needed it the next day. I live traced it, I did not do any edits, and then I charged them double for a rush fee. Is there anyone here who's not a graphic designer? Raise your hand. About half the audience. Okay, so live trace is like a button you press in Adobe Illustrator. It's one button, and it just does its best to convert the thing to another thing, and it's never right. It's pretty good. Adobe has really leveled up the software game. I love Adobe products. Creative suite. But yeah, I did the minimum amount of effort, and also the tote bags making fun of free tote bags, and Microsoft was excellent work. And good doesn't equal better because success is about so many things. It's about timing and resources and context. Also, success is not a single tangible goal at all. It is about so much more than talent. At this point in the talk, You're like, we are seeing that. This obviously did not take any talent or special skills. None at all. I made this in about 2 seconds. I tweeted it and somehow got noticed by Adweek and Fast Company, and this was some of my first mainstream press. Again, let me go back. This got me interviewed in Adweek. Nothing matters. And this is from a few years ago. I was named Prince, one of the 15 under 30, and we were asked to pitch several cover concepts. And I swear I pitched 2 that were like very involved because I was like, oh, graphic designers will see this. And they came back and they were like, do the one that takes 30 seconds and we'll pay you. And I was like, okay. That's really just a flex. I want you to know that at one point I was under 30. Part 3, nobody cares. Good doesn't equal better. Perfect isn't better. Let go of your fear of not being good enough because nobody cares if shit is perfect or not. Nobody is waiting for you to fuck up. Nobody's waiting for you to fuck up. How liberating is that? Just make work. You can just make things just to make them. This was my first attempt at making a queer art. I was like, all right, dude. I call myself dude in my inner monologue. I was like, dude, you're gay. And I was like, yes, dude, thank you, dude. And I wanted to create a queer artwork that I could contribute to the canon of queer art in America. I was like, really like, I'm going to thank you for that. Oh, it's Justin. Hey, Justin, a celebrated queer photographer who just shot a lovely pride campaign for Polaroid eyewear. You can meet him after on the Creative Guild. So this is a little tattoo I did for myself, and people were like, that is so good. And I was like, okay. And I kept sort of executing it and iterating it. And at the end of last year, I did a 4-foot neon sculpture that was installed at Leslie Woolman Museum of Gay and Lesbian Art, and it is being auctioned later this year for their 50th anniversary. And so my little gay art that I thought was just for me is now going to raise funds for events and programming to support other queer artists. And hopefully they will be more talented. Fingers crossed. Nobody cares because we scroll on average 5 miles of content. That's true, I read it on the internet. The pressure is off because if people don't like the thing that you posted on social media or whatever, they just keep scrolling, and you know that too. Every time someone like double posts, it's like, the dress is not that beautiful. It's like one photo will suffice. Or put it in a carousel, for God's sake. Similarly, if people don't like the art that you made, they will just keep scrolling. That's fine. And also the algorithm's going to bury it. Only 25% of your followers will even be shown the content at all. I have a lot of feelings about that. We can talk about it another time. You can just put a bunch of stuff on social media. They let you do it. You can just make it, and 30 seconds later, you can post it, publish it. You are your own media outlet. That's it. And sometimes people do like it, and they say, you should make a pin. And so then you make a bid. You just do it. And then maybe you win an award for your Instagram. I should clarify that nominee means I didn't win. It's sort of like we're running around. But for my personal Instagram account, that's pretty fun. Thank you, Webby Awards, for making me not win for not winning me. You guys, I'm such a fucking loser. It's literally fun though, because nobody cares. You're not special. Nobody cares, and it is so liberating, right? We think people are really paying attention to every little thing we're doing. We think people have noticed the spinach in our teeth. We think people will notice if we don't lint roll our all-black outfit that I'm trying to wear jeans and introducing color again. Part of my mental health strategy. We think that people are like checking every pixel. Yeah, maybe 2 people are, but everyone else in the entire fucking world like isn't and like doesn't know what a pixel is. It's fine. So I made some nice things that people like. Here is a range of stickers and GIFs. You might have seen this one before for Instagram and clients like Facebook and give me. These GIFs have over 5 billion loops on the internet. And I don't have stats on this one because Instagram is very tight-lipped. These pop up all over the place. Millions of people use these, and they do not know I exist, and they also don't care. And that's very cool. People can just enjoy an artwork. How lovely is that? Follow me on social media, please. It's a sticker you can use. I think some people honestly think that Adam JK is like an Urban Outfitters house brand. You know what I mean? There's like an Adam JK team at Urban Outfitters, and they're like, what would a nerdy gay Jew with mental illness make? Let's do that. And they workshop it, and they're like, maybe less typography, more pencil. Can it be somehow worse? Can you do less? But no, I'm like a real person. But you don't need to know that, right? If I can make an art therapy journal and put it into a very accessible store that's at the mall in your hometown, and then you get this book, and it helps you dig into yourself in a way that is not scary, because I'm not a therapist, and I don't know you, and also it's a book. That's very cool, right? Mission accomplished that I can help someone, and you can't really see it, but on the cover it says some guy. You know, usually it says like best-selling whatever, no, just some guy. It's fine. Much of my work exists far beyond the original intention and has the power to impact others. This is very Pinterest, yoga inspiration, Lena Dunham's Instagram. This is a real thing that I made. It's a post-it note that exists in tangible space, but now it's just like not mine anymore. It's fine. Nobody cares about who the best is. We all have tools and skills. We all have the Adobe Creative Suite. We all have access to MailChimp, which is free for up to 2,000 subscribers. We can all easily install WordPress with one click through a variety of hosting partners, including Dreamhost. I love brands. Listen, brands are people now. I'm a brand. It's fine. The difference is, right, we all have access to these brilliant resources that are life-changing. The difference is, some people are assholes, and nobody wants to work with them. So if you are nice, then people will like to work with you. It's that simple. Who do I want to sit next to in an office every day for the foreseeable future? That's it. That's the difference. That's the differentiator. It's who you are. A lot of my favorite projects are the product of just being a nice guy in the right place at the right time. I don't have time to tell you all the stories, but I did To Life for the Strand. I did the bookmobiles for the Brooklyn Library just because I was like nice to someone at a party once. So to review, that's fair. Honesty is the most important element in making work that connects with others. Good, quote, good, is not always better. In fact, I think it's often not. And finally, nobody cares too much anyway. It's fine. I embrace not knowing, and I let myself create and share as I grow and working on my own definition of success. And you get to define success for yourself too. And we may all have very, very different definitions of what that means. Sometimes the most effective way to say something isn't the most technically perfect. Sometimes you just need to say the thing. Graphic designers sometimes like to do like a lot of stuff. We put a lot of fancy nonsense. Do you remember that trend when we were stacking type, like horizontal, vertical? We were doing those like, and then it ended up on like the McDonald's branding, and it was just like, we have done too much. You're just trying to read your bag, and you're like. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm 100% not an expert. I've told you so many things about myself that I'm like a loser, that I'm often dumped, and that I'm bad at art. But there are a few things that I do know to be true, right? There are just a few things in life that I've lived long enough, I've done enough work, I've worked with enough brands, I've worked on enough cool projects to know this, and I can guarantee this for everyone in this room, whether you are a graphic designer, an advertising, that side of things, if you're a writer, if you're not a creative at all and you don't know why you're here, there is this thing that unites all of us, and that is that every single person in this room is gonna die. You're all gonna die. I don't know when, but it's coming. So have some fun before you're dead. And maybe when all is said and done, being bad might actually be good. Now, before we end, I am going to try something. This is real. Is our sound connected to the thingy? All right. If you don't Instagram shit, it's like it doesn't happen. So what I'm going to do, this is like a life hack. I am going to play all of my slides in 30 seconds, video, and then go back and pause on the slide that you wanted to Instagram. But it's not fair that you do all the work, so I am going to stand still and try very, very hard not to dance. Oh, and I need to stand in the light. Should I do like a scholarly pose? Like what would do best for your platforms? Maybe just like a Mr. Clean. All right, here we go. 3. What's that? If I had even an ounce of her confidence. All right, here we go. 3, 2.